car with a bandana over his face and pointed a handgun at the girl. He first demanded money from her, but she didn't have any on her at the time. He then pushed her over to the passenger side of the car and got into the driver's seat and drove off with her in the car. She was on the phone with a relative at the time while this was happening. The suspect drove about a mile before pushing the young girl from the car. The car was equipped with a vehicle satellite tracking system, and officers were able to locate the car with the assistance of the company at the intersection of Lane and San Juan. 2 police officers used a blocking maneuver to pinch in the car as the company attempted to remotely disable the suspect's vehicle. The suspect exited the car with a firearm in his hand and did not follow commands to drop his weapon as he crossed the roadway. When he turned toward the 2 officers with the gun in his hand, both officers opened fire and the suspect was struck. Officers rendered first aid until rescue arrived and took over and transported the suspect to a hospital. Medical intervention there was unsuccessful in saving the suspect, and he did die at the hospital. The suspect's firearm was recovered at the scene. Investigators are working to identify the suspect and notify his family at this point in time. And JSO cold case detectives continue to work the scene with the state attorney's office. With that, I'll take a few questions.
What time did all this happen again?
It started at 8:09 p.m. That's when the initial abduction was called in.
Where again?
It happened at 6925 Ortega Woods Drive.
Do you guys believe he knew the 14-year-old?
Don't have any information that would lead us to believe that at this point.
So just a random kidnapping, and he put her in the car?
Right. Now, this could change as the investigation unfolds, but it appears to be a crime of opportunity. She just happened to be in the parking lot, and he happened to be there as well.
Was she injured in any way?
I'm told she's doing fine. She's with family and officers that have been assisting her throughout the weekend.
What about these officers?
They're on her at this point in time, and they've been placed on administrative leave for our normal investigative protocols.
You releasing their names?
No, we'll release more information tomorrow, which will include their names, but not yet tonight.
What about the suspect's name?
We don't have them identified yet. We're still working on that, so I hope to have that for you tomorrow as well.
Any video footage, cars, body cams, anything like that available?
Nope.
Were the officers wearing body cameras?
No.
How long did it take between the time of the abduction to when the shooting happened?
8:09 p.m. is when the initial call came in. The shooting happened approximately 40 minutes later.
So who called it in when she was taken? Did she call?
I don't have that information in front of me. She was on the phone with a friend at the time she was accosted by the gunman.
Did the suspect fire at the officers?
I don't have that information at this point in time either. They're still investigating the scene and working through the evidence as we speak.
What kind of gun did he have? Do you know?
He had a handgun.
Approximately how many times did the officers fire?
I'll have that information tomorrow as well. I don't want to speculate on that. We're still determining all that.
Are you able to say how many times he was shot?
I don't have that information. Only the hospital has that at this point.
Any other questions?
Or where?
Once again, the hospital's working through all that. I haven't seen him myself, so I don't want to guess or once again give you any conjecture on that.
Right.
He was being medically treated the whole time, so we have not had a chance to.
So you're saying he got out of the car and pointed the gun at officers, and that's when they fired back?
I said he got out of the car, had a gun in his hand, and turned towards officers. I didn't specify whether it was pointed or not. That's all part of the investigation.
Any other questions? All right.
Say your first and last name.